Do you ever feel like daily tasks are mini battles you keep losing? Scheduling chaos, endless arguments, never enough time to do what matters. Those constant wars drain your energy and leave you overwhelmed. Today, you'll see how Sun Tzu's ancient strategy can fix these modern skirmishes with 3 practical steps for calm control. Ren's morning often starts in a rush. He wakes up later than planned, quickly glances at his phone, and realizes he's already behind on 2 different tasks. By the time he grabs a quick breakfast, if he even remembers, he's forgotten to respond to an important message. The day gets worse when he checks his calendar. He's double booked a meeting with a friend at the same time he's due for a work conference call. Stressed out, Ren snaps at a coworker over a small misunderstanding. It's not that he wants to be rude. He's just so overwhelmed every little issue sets him off. He feels ambushed by life, as if he's stumbling into mini battles he never saw coming. But Ren's experience isn't unique. Many of us share the same struggles. Overloaded schedules. We cram every hour with too many activities, leaving no breathing room for what truly matters. Conflict. We're so on edge that a simple disagreement can blow up into a full argument. Stress makes us quick to react instead of calmly solving the real issue. Lack of strategy. Instead of planning or prioritizing, we pick tasks randomly, leading to a scattered approach and constant burnout. By midday, Ren is exhausted and behind. He wonders if there's a smarter way, some system that keeps him from feeling like a soldier under surprise attack. Then, while searching online for tips, he stumbles upon references to Sun Tzu's war strategies. Could ancient military ideas really help him manage his hectic calendar and avoid pointless arguments? The idea sparks his curiosity. If war generals can plan and position themselves for minimal damage, maybe Ren can do the same with his schedule, conversations, and daily chores. Intrigued, he sets out to explore Sun Tzu's teachings, hoping to find real relief from life's endless ambushes. Part 2. Sun Tzu's big idea, applying war tactics to daily life. Sun Tzu's art of war might seem intimidating at first. After all, it was written for generals commanding armies in life-or-death battles, but the core concepts are surprisingly simple and very useful in our everyday chaos. One key principle is know yourself and your adversaries. A general who understands both can plan battles to minimize losses. In day-to-day life, this means knowing your own strengths, like when you're most productive, and the opponents you face, which could be tight deadlines, conflict-prone co-workers, or that endless to-do list hovering over you. Another central theme is win without fighting if possible. Sun Tzu believed the best victories come from strategy, not brute force. Translated into modern terms, it suggests we should avoid unnecessary conflict and outsmart problems before they grow. Finally, position yourself advantageously before the conflict arises. Generals always want the high ground. In daily life, the high ground is planning your schedule realistically, choosing good times to tackle hard tasks, and setting up calm conversations instead of rushing into heated debates. If you consistently pick a good spot, whether that's a quiet hour for deep work or a calm environment for discussing issues, you can solve many problems before they explode. Ren, flipping through summaries of The Art of War, has a light bulb moment. He's been fighting blind each day, reacting to every mini disaster as though it came out of nowhere. But if he treats his busy schedule, arguments, and random chores like potential battles, he could plan an approach rather than jump in head first. He sees that most of his stress arises because he's not anticipating problems. He's just panicking when they show up. By realizing that deadlines and arguments are simply adversaries waiting to appear, he can adapt Sun Tzu's war wisdom. Knowing himself might mean identifying when he's prone to burn out. Knowing his adversaries means spotting which tasks or people usually cause friction. And winning without fighting means either preventing that friction in the first place or handling it so smoothly that it never flares into a big conflict. With these insights, Ren feels hopeful. Now that he sees the principle, he wants actual steps to put it into practice so he can stop firefighting his entire day. Part 3. 3-Step Method. Step 1. Map the battlefield. Much like a military commander surveys the land to see where the hills, rivers, and choke points are, You need to see all the tasks and potential conflicts you're facing. Ren starts by writing down every single to-do for the week, everything from work projects to personal errands. Once it's all on paper, he circles the top 2 or 3 that truly matter. This quick reality check stops him from committing to tasks that barely move the needle. Think of it as choosing which enemies are worth engaging. Too often, we pour energy into trivial obligations that don't align with our bigger goals, leaving us drained when real challenges arise. By clarifying which battles matter, you can avoid wasting time on minor scuffles. Step 2. Choose your ground, scheduling and environment. In warfare, generals don't just blindly rush in. They pick the high ground or a spot that gives them the best chance to win. In everyday life, that means picking the best time and place to handle important tasks or difficult conversations. Ren, for instance, blocks out quiet hours in the morning to tackle his heaviest work. Phone off, notifications silenced. If he needs to resolve a tense issue with a coworker or roommate, he picks a calmer moment rather than lashing out when everyone's stressed. Just like commanding officers position their troops, you position yourself for success by controlling your environment. This step alone cuts down on random ambushes like last-minute crises or heated arguments because you're preparing the battlefield on your terms. Step 3. Win without fighting. Avoid useless conflicts. Sun Tzu famously said the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. For Ren, that means skipping unproductive arguments and focusing on real solutions. When a friend vents or a colleague complains, he identifies the core problem instead of responding defensively. Sometimes the best battle is the one you never have to fight. By refusing to engage in trivial conflicts like petty office drama or social media spats, you save your mental ammunition for bigger, genuinely important goals. Many people burn out because they spend all day firefighting nonsense. This step liberates you from that drain, so you're fresh for real obstacles that actually matter. Taken together, map the battlefield, choose your ground, and win without fighting. These 3 steps form a practical guide to applying Sun Tzu's ideas in normal life. Ren quickly feels less blindsided by each new challenge, discovering he can be proactive instead of reactive. Ren applies these steps and almost immediately notices he's less frantic each day. By mapping the battlefield, he can see upcoming tasks from a mile away. No more waking up and racing out the door blindly. Choosing his ground, like setting aside distraction-free hours, gives him a huge advantage. He starts crucial tasks when he's fresh, rather than scrambling at the end of the day. And perhaps most surprising, by winning without fighting, Ren doesn't get sucked into pointless disagreements. He's calmer, and so are the people around him. What felt like an endless series of daily skirmishes now seems like a set of planned moves he's making on purpose. Ren's more productive, more at peace, and ironically, his life feels less like constant warfare. In short, Sun Tzu's old war principles have given him a modern advantage: clarity and composure. Focus energy on what matters. Which daily conflict will you approach differently this week? Maybe it's reorganizing your schedule, having a calm talk at the right moment, or letting a minor argument go. Now, if you enjoyed this video, consider watching this next one and subscribing to our channel. We really appreciated that you took the time to watch our video. And until next time, God bless you.